In today's episode of WorldCraft, most beautiful spawn ever. Villagers go, Golems donate to the cause, and Karloc just can't cope with floating iron farms. All this and more. Right, that's a wrap. Where's my vodka? Hello, and welcome to episode 3 on WorldCraft. Today we're going to pop over that way and have a look at the spawn chunks to see what's been happening there. Right, so just a short boat ride away from my hovel is back to spawn, and to see how beautiful I've made spawn look. Should load in any moment. Oh, look, doesn't that look magnificent? Look, oh, can't drive my boat. Look how pretty. Never have enough netherrack lying around in random places. Hopefully I've still got some villagers here. Do get a lot of lightning strikes, so we never know. Still some netherrack on fire over there from a lightning strike. So first of all, are my villagers still alive? Yeah, I have villagers. And they're noisy, of course. Well, there's quite a few here now. But I wanted to... Oh, got an extra one in there. How did he get there? Oh, never mind. Never mind, extra ones. Yeah, I'm missing. I want 10 in each pod. I could only squeeze 9 in. They were playing hardball. Right, yeah, so I want to obviously check with any librarians to see if we've got anything with any nice, particularly on breaking, obviously is so handy. These bouncing ones will be a problem to try and trade with. Might have to move. But I'm a bit worried about lightning strikes, so I've got a lightning shield up there. Doesn't totally cover it, but it gives me about 90% coverage, I think. And then up here we have our breeding pair. Hello. So these are the ones that I need to convert it to bread because my villagers like bread. So 15 bits of bread, or not many. I'll have to use some bone meal to make some more wheat. Chuck it down just there, they will pick it up, they will share it between them, and what is it, 6 bits of bread is enough to breed a baby, so 3 each, so it should be enough for a couple more, and should happen quite quickly. If we get to see a little love hearts. Come on, and the other one. Need to both be in the mood together. Come on. Don't be shy. Now the other one. Oh, they're so funny sometimes. Just make me laugh. I'm in the mood for loving and loving. Yes, maybe we need to sing to them. I'm in the mood for loving. That's enough of that. Just imagine villagers, how you doing? Right, bored of that. They'll get in sync in a moment anyway. So, spawn chunks. This is spawn chunks. These netherrack beautiful structures point out from This is the center. That little grey block is the actual spawn block. Therefore, it's in this quarter. Not that they're even quarters, but it's in this quarter of that chunk. So for the spawn chunks, that is the spawn block. Obviously you can use compasses and things to determine exactly where that block is. I obviously knew because I set it to that block. So the chunk around that the spawn block's in, from there you basically sort of work out which quarter of that chunk it's in, although the quarters are not even. The northwest, I believe, is a slightly bigger one, and then the other corner sort of, you end up with a tiny quarter down there. That's enough for me to know this corner, this quarter, and then the center of the 4 center chunks is there, and therefore you know from this point outwards it is, I've forgotten how many chunks. 6 chunks that way, 6 that way, 6 that way, and 6 that way. So I built a long line. Obviously it's like a stack and a half. Obviously it's quite easy now with F3G because I can actually see the chunks, which makes life easy. And then on, which 2 did I do it? I can see over here anyway. There's a couple of stone brick bits which are outside the spawn chunks, and then just to double check, I dropped a load of items going across the border and then ran away miles and miles away, so that that chunk there would be unloaded, spawn chunks would be continue to be loaded, and therefore the items would despawn in the spawn chunks in 5 minutes and would not despawn in the unloaded chunks. And I came back and it confirmed that was okay. So that meant these chunks all the way up there were in the right position, and then it was on one of the ends, that end over there, I did the same thing. So by doing that one and that one meant I proved exactly where the spawn chunks are. So why am I in spawn chunks, if you can't guess, is to build an iron farm. When I say an iron farm, there'll be a few. So I think, can we still get into the iron farm? Maybe. So basically here's the first iron farm. It's all built. Down the bottom we've got a lava blaze for, you can see the iron farm there. So the iron golems, when we eventually get that far, will fall in here, die to the lava blade, drop their beautiful iron and poppies in here. So at the moment we have the platforms. It's a bit of a mess around here because I've got netherrack scaffolding everywhere. And yeah, you can see into this farm, there's one spawn pad, one below. These are the temporary netherrack paths that are going to be used for moving villagers over from there to here. So I need 10 villagers here for this farm. This is where the pods are going to be. So I will stick basically 3 in one of these pods, 3 in the opposite, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. And yeah, can't get in rubbish doors. So it's quite a job moving villagers. It's sort of easy, but it's just quite time consuming. I will probably do it using water streams because I find they're easier and more reliable than trying to use rail cuts. I really hate floating iron farms, so despite not really decorating things on this server, I just can't have my iron farm floating. So this tower will come all the way down eventually. but at the moment I just wanted to I need iron basically, so I want to get a farm up as quickly as possible. And yeah, eventually obviously I'll tidy up spawn chunks. And up there, which is sort of a temporary platform at the moment, this spawn block will end up in effect up there, and I'll put a pad around it, so when you spawn into the world you'll spawn up there, rather than the moment you either spawn here or spawn in the ocean, depending on which random block it chooses for you. And I will just shove the spawn point higher up in the air. The villager's breeder is only temporary because it's too close to the iron farm. So basically what I've done is pushed out this iron farm from the centre of spawn chunks. You can actually fit quite a lot of iron farms in spawn chunks, but I decided not to go absolutely crazy. So the spacing will be there, and it means you can fit in 3 more equal spacing out from the centre, and then you can fit up to 2 more above it and 1 more under the ground. How many I actually build here, I've no idea yet. It depends how bored I get and how much iron I end up. So yeah, that's how to make beautiful spawn chunks. Isn't that pretty? I used the nether portals to get the villagers up here in the first place. I built another portal there, which linked to the same one this one links to in the nether. So I could push them in there, pull them out here and just gain the height up, because the nether portal in the nether is set at this Y level, so this one has the preference to the one down below. So it was an easy way to get them up here, and I had obviously netherrack on this side to protect them. So where are you going, Mr. Pigman? Is there any more? Can't hear screaming, must be the only one. So yeah, the plan is that you'll spawn up here into the world when it's new. You'll have access to a nether portal, probably stairs and a bridge or something relatively simple, not overly decorated, to the land over there. Or I might just make a little harbour and some boats. So I think that's all about spawn chunks, nothing else exciting. I'll probably won't even bother recording moving loads of villagers. Like I say, this breeder will stop working the moment I put the iron farm down, or there's the baby to breed. So I'm sort of just breeding up a few, so I've got a few spare for other iron farms if I want to build another iron farm, and or eventually I'll have to build another breeder, probably higher up or over where one of the other iron farms might be. Time for another update on how spawn's going. Let's just fly it over there on my camera account. So, progress so far. We have 4 iron farms, a bunch of random netherrack, a beacon, a random spawn block there, which will actually spawn you at the bottom of the ocean at the moment. We have nether portal. We have a huge ladder and water elevator, which is how I moved some of these villagers up here and then started them breeding again. So here's my breeding pair up here. Here are their doors to make a valid village. And then we have the ladder carries all the way up to build limit, where I've tucked the lightning shield all the way up here. does remind me, can lightning strike down there or will it hit the ladders? So from up here we can have a lovely view of the netherrack cross, which shows the extent of spawn chunks. And my 4 iron farms, the netherrack bits on top of the iron farms are, well, it's interesting because it shows you where the lightning struck last, but also are there basically as lightning protection for my villagers, because I don't want them turned into witches. So at the moment, iron farm drops down into lava, gives me iron. Then this bit isn't built yet, but it's under construction. The tower then goes all the way down, still lots of access points for working, where we've got another, well, where we could fit another iron farm. I'm not sure whether I will put an iron farm in here or not, but I'm building a structure for it so the golems can just drop into here, and once it's all cleaned up, drop all the way through, and then I'll have a lava blade to kill them at the bottom, and then send the items off towards the middle so that they can item elevator up to the pad up high. So down here we've got long corridors, start of another irony farm bit here. The other 2 I think are just towers. Yes, they just go, oh look, iron golem dying up there. And the 3rd one, yes, is just another tower. So we're about Y level 20 I think here, so we can pop down and have a look. We're pretty close to the bottom of the world, and if I get a good position in here, you can sort of see, other than the muck in the middle, we can see where the towers are and how it all works. And then the idea is that it'll come into the middle and we'll set up some sort of item elevator here to put the iron up the top. So it's sort of ready to build. Obviously we need glass here going all the way up to the surface and squeeze some villagers down underwater. Not sure how easy that would be, but the farm sort of structure will be built down here just because it's a reasonable way of catching the golems anyway, and this is the easy part, the building the room. Moving the villagers is a bit more of a pain part, and that takes time. And here's a under construction room. Always looks weird looking at it from this angle. And then we can just fly up and see all the farms in their glory. And they've been built at very specific levels, so this tower can continue up and you can fit 2 more iron farms above each one. So I think that's about it for this episode. So I'd like to thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.